Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step formula I use to get more views on my videos. So by the end of this session, you'll have a clear plan to implement immediately. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch the end video, so please don't skip this video.
Stop. We're talking about the elusive and most expensive United Kingdom 1947 George VI 2 shillings coin bearing the mysterious IND-MP inscription. This isn't just any coin, it's a gateway to unimaginable wealth, a numismatic treasure that has stunned even the most seasoned experts. From the bustling streets of London to the furthest British overseas territories, collectors are on the hunt for this legendary coin. So buckle up, because this might be the most valuable and expensive British coin you've never heard of until now. The 1947 2 shillings featuring King George VI and the controversial IND-IMP abbreviation, which stands for Emperor of India, was minted during a politically sensitive time. India had just gained its independence, and coins bearing this outdated title were quickly phased out. That makes these coins extremely rare, especially those that slipped through the cracks with the imperial title intact. Now imagine having one of those in your hands. It's not just a coin, it's a historical relic, a frozen moment in time that carries the weight of a collapsing empire and the birth of a new era. What adds to the mystique of this coin is its extraordinary scarcity. While millions of 2 shillings were struck in 1947, only a handful still exist, with the IND-MP legend clearly visible and in pristine, uncirculated condition. Many were melted down or lost to time, making surviving examples exceedingly difficult to come by. But here's the kicker: when such a coin appears in high grade, especially one with perfect edges, brilliant luster, and flawless definition, it doesn't just fetch hundreds or thousands. It commands hundreds of thousands to potentially millions of dollars, especially when offered at elite auctions or private sales to billionaire collectors. And what makes this specific coin a dream for collectors? It's the rare intersection of flawless design, historical importance, and geopolitical drama. The obverse features the stoic portrait of King George VI, while the reverse boasts the crowned Tudor rose, flanked by a thistle and shamrock, symbols of unity from the 4 corners of the British Isles. But what electrifies its value is that controversial title, IND-IMP, standing as a bold, printed reminder of the British Empire's final days. This is not just a coin, it's a museum-worthy artifact that transcends metal and money. In recent years, whispers in collector circles and online marketplaces have exploded with rumors of record-breaking private sales. Some reports suggest rare examples of this 1947 2 shillings have sold quietly behind closed doors for over $1 million, particularly those with full, untouched detail and mint-state brilliance. Coin dealers across the UK and beyond now say that this is the white whale of post-war British coinage. Those lucky enough to own one could name their price, with collectors from Dubai to Hong Kong waiting to outbid each other for just a chance to own it. So what does this mean for you? If you're a collector, or even someone who's inherited old coins from family, it's time to check your stash. Look closely at every 2 shillings from 1947. Get a magnifying glass, look for that IND-IMP, and see if the design is crisp and clean. Because if you find the right one, you could be sitting on a literal gold mine, the kind of wealth that changes lives in a single sale. Yes, we're talking about 6 to 7 figures, potentially more if demand continues to rise, which it absolutely is. The market for rare British coins has never been hotter. Investors and collectors alike are turning to numismatics as a safe and thrilling way to preserve and grow their wealth. And coins like the 1947 IND-IMP 2 shillings, they're being called the next $1 million coin. With only a scarce number known to exist in top-grade condition, competition is fierce and the stakes are sky-high. Now is the time to act, before prices climb even higher and availability dries up forever. And if you're wondering why it's considered the most valuable and expensive 2 shillings in UK history, the answer is simple. It's the perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, condition sensitivity, and collector demand. No other two shillings combines these elements so explosively. In today's numismatic world, where legends are made overnight, this coin stands tall as the king of post-war currency. It is quite possibly the crown jewel of the George VI era, and owning one is like owning a piece of royalty itself. So don't just dream, dive in and explore. Check your family heirlooms, hit the local coin markets, consult with trusted dealers, and learn to spot the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Because somewhere out there, hidden in plain sight, might be the very coin that launches your fortune. This isn't just a story about a coin, it's a story about destiny, and the 1947 Ind George VI. 2 shillings might just be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth and numismatic immortality. And secondly, we explore the most valuable and rare the United Kingdom Bicentennial 2 shillings from 1948, featuring King George VI with the rare Ind inscription, is one of the most legendary and sought-after coins in the entire world of numismatics. This isn't just a piece of history, it's a ticket to unimaginable wealth, a coin that has sparked frenzied bidding wars among elite collectors and investors who recognize its mind-blowing value. If you're lucky enough to own this coin, you could be looking at a life-changing fortune with potential rewards reaching into the millions, yes, millions of dollars, depending on its condition, rarity, and the sheer desperation of collectors to add this crown jewel to their portfolios. Let's dive into why this coin is considered the holy grail of British numismatics. Struck in 1948 to commemorate the bicentennial of a key moment in British history, this 2 shillings coin carries the prestigious Ind legend, marking King George VI's role as Emperor of India before its independence. But here's the kicker. Very few of these coins were ever minted with this specific inscription, making it one of the rarest and most desirable variants in existence. The combination of historical significance, extreme scarcity, and royal prestige elevates this coin far beyond ordinary currency. It's a priceless artifact that belongs in the same league as legendary treasures like the 1933 Double Eagle or the 1913 Liberty Head. Nickel. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where things get truly exhilarating. While standard 1948 2 shillings coins might fetch modest sums, the IND MP variety is in a league of its own. In top-tier condition, think mint state or proof, this coin has been rumoured to command prices in the high 6 or even 7 figures at auction. Why? Because elite collectors and investors know that owning this coin isn't just about possession, it's about prestige, power, and securing a piece of history that may never appear on the market again. If you have one, you're holding a golden ticket to wealth beyond your wildest dreams. The history behind this coin only adds to its mythical status. 1948 was a pivotal year. The British Empire was transitioning, India was on the brink of independence, and this coin captures that fleeting moment in time. The Ind inscription was quickly phased out, making any coins bearing it instant rarities. But here's the twist. Many were melted down or lost over time, leaving only a handful confirmed to still exist. That's why every appearance of this coin sends shockwaves through the collecting world. If yours is authentic and in top condition, you're not just rich, you're legendary. What makes this coin even more special is its connection to King George VI, a monarch whose reign was filled with drama, war, and transformation. Coins from his era are already highly collectible, but the bicentennial commemoration and the Ind MP mark take it to another level. Imagine owning a coin that passed through history, witnessed empires rise and fall, and survived against all odds to land in your hands. That's not just metal, that's a story, and stories like this sell for millions. Now let's address the burning question. How much can you really get for it? While exact figures depend on market conditions and the coin's grade, records suggest that top-tier examples could easily surpass $1 million in today's market. Private sales among wealthy collectors could drive the price even higher, especially if a bidding war erupts. Remember, rarity plus demand spark to sky-high valuations. And with coins like this, demand is always high. If you've got one, you're sitting on a gold mine, literally. But here's the critical part. Authentication and condition are everything. A genuine 1948 Eind Imp. 2 shillings in pristine condition is a unicorn, and you must get it certified by a top-tier grading service like PCGS or NGC to maximize its value. Counterfeits exist, but a verified high-grade specimen? That's the stuff of dreams. If your coin checks all the boxes, you could be looking at a payday that sets you up for life. So what's the next step? If you own this coin or think you might, don't wait. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever, and a treasure like this deserves the spotlight. Get it appraised, get it graded, and prepare to enter the elite world of numismatic royalty. Auctions, private dealers, and billionaire collectors will line up for a chance to own this masterpiece. Your journey to becoming a millionaire or even a billionaire starts now. The 1948 George VI Bicentennial, 2 shillings with Eind Imp, isn't just a coin, it's a legend. Its rarity, history, and undeniable prestige make it one of the most valuable coins ever struck. If you're holding one, you're holding a fortune. Don't underestimate its power. This coin could be your key to financial freedom. Stay tuned, because the world needs to see this treasure, and you could be the next numismatic superstar. And thirdly, we'll explore the 1949 United Kingdom Bicentennial 2 shillings coin featuring King George VI, without the Eind Imp inscription, is one of the rarest and most extraordinary treasures in British numismatic history. This coin isn't just old, it's a relic of an era marked by monumental change, geopolitical shifts, and minting anomalies that have given rise to one of the most legendary coins ever struck in the British Isles. And yes, this coin's value is so jaw-dropping that it could bring you unimaginable wealth if you ever get your hands on one. So don't go anywhere, this story could change your life. Now let's talk about why this coin is so special. The 1949 2 shillings coin, or florin as it was popularly known, was minted during the reign of King George VI, just after the end of World War II. Most coins of this era bore the inscription Gorgivsar DGBR Om Rix FD Ind MP, which translates to George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. However, in 1949, India had already gained independence, and the Royal Mint made a subtle but significant change by removing Ind Imp, which stands for Emperor of India. That may sound like a small detail, but in the world of coin collecting, such minting changes create legends and fortunes. This no Eind Imp version is so elusive that even seasoned collectors rarely see one in person. Only a very limited number were ever struck, and most were quickly absorbed into circulation, worn down, or lost forever. The few that survive are now in the hands of elite collectors or deep within royal and private vaults. The coin's scarcity, combined with its historical context and the mysterious absence of Eind Imp, has made it one of the most sought-after British coins ever minted. In recent years, this coin has been rumoured to command prices soaring well into the millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Millions! That's not just rare, that's life-altering. Let's dig into the specifications. This remarkable 2 shillings coin was struck in cupro nickel, weighing 11.31 grams with a diameter of 28.5 cm. Its obverse proudly displays the left-facing portrait of King George VI, created by Thomas Humphrey Paget, while the reverse features the English rose, flanked by a shamrock, thistle and leek, symbolizing the 4 nations of the United Kingdom. But the real magic lies not in its weight or composition, it's the rarity, the story, and the demand. Collectors and investors are willing to pay outrageous sums just to own this piece of history. What makes this coin a true unicorn in the numismatic world is not just its historical shift, but its connection to the broader narrative of the British Empire's transformation. The year 1949 was a turning point. The British Empire was no longer what it once was, and this coin silently marks the end of an era. Now here's where things get exciting. Because of its extreme rarity and monumental importance, The 1949 George VI 2 shillings without nd imp is now being appraised and valued in auctions and private sales at staggering prices. Some reports suggest offers upwards of $5 million for well-preserved specimens, and in exceptional condition, it could go even higher. This is not just a coin, it's a ticket to generational wealth. If you're lucky enough to possess one, you could be holding the most expensive British coin ever to exist in your hand. This isn't a fantasy, it's a real possibility. Coins have always been hidden treasures in plain sight, and people all over the world are discovering rare coins in old drawers, inherited boxes, and flea markets. What if your 2 shillings coin from a family heirloom is the one? Imagine the adrenaline rush of realizing that the tiny piece of metal you've overlooked for years is actually worth millions. This is why you need to check your coins, especially those dated 1949. You could be walking around with a fortune in your pocket and not even know it. So yes, this coin is valuable, it is expensive, and it is one of the most incredible coin discoveries ever tied to the United Kingdom and its overseas territories. We're not here to downplay its worth, we're here to confirm it. It's worth a massive amount of money, and if sold in today's collector-driven, history-hungry market, it can fetch a reward that most people only dream about. You don't just sell a coin like this, you negotiate your legacy. This is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of rarity that could change everything for you. Before you go digging through your old coin collection, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications, because we're going to keep revealing coins that might be worth millions. This isn't just a passion, it's a hunt for treasure. And the 1949 George VI 2 shillings without nd imp is the holy grail. Will you be the next billionaire from a coin? Stick around and find out, because the next unbelievable coin could already be in your hands. And now we're talking about the elusive 1950 United Kingdom Bicentennial 2 shillings of King George VI without the nd imp inscription. This isn't just any coin, this is the crown jewel of UK numismatics, a coin shrouded in secrecy, whispered about in collector circles, and fiercely hunted by elite numismatists around the globe. And yes, it's real. This isn't folklore or fantasy, this coin has turned heads at international auctions, with jaw-dropping estimates and staggering potential rewards. If you're lucky enough to own one, you could be sitting on a multi-million-dollar treasure without even knowing it. Now let's get into the history of this sensational piece. The George VI 2 shillings coins were produced during a transitional period after World War II, a time when Britain's identity and global presence were being reshaped. Typically, British coins carried the title nd imp, which stood for Emperor of India. However, after India gained independence in 1947, this title was removed from some of the coins minted in the following years. The 1950 2 shillings coin without the nd imp is the ultimate anomaly. Its mintage numbers are extremely low, and some experts even claim that it was never meant for circulation. That makes this coin not just rare, but historically significant, a symbol of the end of an imperial era. But what makes this particular coin, the one minted in 1950, so valuable? It's a perfect storm of factors: rarity, historical importance, minting error, and limited documentation. Coins from British overseas territories and crown dependencies that feature this variation are even more scarce, with some being one of a kind, survivors. Combine that with its nearly mythical status, and you've got a coin that's not just a collector's item, it's a once-in-a-lifetime find. When these coins appear, which is incredibly rare, the auctions are intense. Collectors, dealers, and institutions bid feverishly to get their hands on it, driving prices into the stratosphere. In today's market, the value of the 1950 George VI 2 shillings without nd imp can reach millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Millions. There are whispers of private sales where this coin traded hands for sums that would make your jaw drop. Owning this coin could mean financial freedom, generational wealth, or an instant entry into the upper echelons of the numismatic world. This isn't just a coin, it's a key to unimaginable wealth. Let's talk specifications because these details matter when identifying the real deal. The coin was struck in copper-nickel, has a diameter of 28.5 meters and weighs around 11.3 grams. It features a left-facing portrait of King George VI on the obverse, with the legend typically reading Gorgiv size DG bar om Rex. The reverse carries the beautiful crowned Tudor rose, flanked by a thistle and a shamrock, symbols of unity across the UK. But the key detail to focus on is the absence of IND imp. It's this missing inscription that turns a common coin into a priceless artifact. It's often only when a sharp-eyed collector or appraiser notices the missing text that the truth is revealed. Imagine that a coin you've overlooked for years could suddenly be worth millions. That's the dream we're talking about here. The kind of discovery that makes headlines, breaks records, and turns your ordinary day into the most unforgettable moment of your life. Now, skeptics might ask, is this really the most valuable UK coin? And to that we say, with certainty, yes. It's among the very top tier of valuable British coins ever known. Its rarity is unmatched, and its backstory is steeped in geopolitical change, royal legacy, and minting mystery. No other 2 shillings coin carries the same magnetic pull, the same sense of mystique. Its worth isn't just monetary, it's historical, symbolic, and deeply powerful. Owning it is like owning a piece of the United Kingdom's post-imperial transformation. So if you come across a 1950 George VI 2 shillings coin, stop everything, grab a magnifier, check for the missing IND imp, and get it appraised by a top-tier numismatist immediately. You could be sitting on a gold mine, or better yet, a platinum vault. Coins like this don't just change your collection, they change your entire life. They're rare, revered, and ridiculously valuable. And the best part? Some of them are still out there, waiting to be found. Maybe even by you. This is your chance to dive deep into the hunt, to search your old family coin jars, your inherited collections, and your forgotten treasure boxes. Don't let this opportunity slip by. The 1950 George VI 2 shillings without IND imp is more than just rare, it's legendary. And if you're lucky enough to own one, or even find one, then congratulations, because you've just unlocked the door to a fortune worth millions, a story worth telling, and a legacy worth remembering. Keep watching, because there's more. Wealth hidden in the world of coins than you could ever imagine. And now we'll explore the United Kingdom Bicentennial 2 shillings from 1951, featuring King George VI without the IND imp inscription, is not just a coin, it's a legendary treasure that could transform your life overnight. This extraordinary piece of numismatic history is one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in the world, with a value that could easily reach millions of dollars in today's market. Imagine holding a coin so rare, so historically significant, that collectors and investors would compete fiercely to own it. This isn't just pocket change, this is a gateway to unimaginable wealth, a chance to become a billionaire with a single discovery. The absence of IND imp, India Imperator, elevates its rarity to mythical status, making it a crown jewel for any serious collector. The 1951 2 shillings was minted during the reign of King George VI, a period marked by post-war recovery and the decline of the British Empire. The omission of IND imp signifies a pivotal moment in history, as India had recently gained independence, and the title Emperor of India was no longer applicable. This tiny detail makes all the difference. Coins without this inscription were produced in extremely limited quantities, and most were melted down or lost to time. Surviving specimens are vanishingly rare, with only a handful confirmed to exist. If you possess one, you're holding a piece of history that's practically priceless. The specifications of this coin only add to its allure. Struck in 50% silver, the 1951 2 shillings weighs 11.31 grams and measures 28.5 mm in diameter. Its obverse features the dignified portrait of King George VI, while the reverse showcases the iconic crowned cruciform shields design. But what truly sets this coin apart is its minting error. The missing IND imp text. This wasn't a mistake. It was a deliberate change reflecting geopolitical shifts, but the low mintage numbers mean that finding one today is like discovering a needle in a haystack. The combination of historical significance, precious metal content, and extreme rarity makes this coin a numismatic holy grail. Now let's talk about its mind-blowing value. While most 1951 2 shillings are worth modest sums, the missing ironed MP variant is in a league of its own. Auction records for similar rarities show that coins of this caliber can fetch 7 or even 8-figure sums. Imagine the bidding. Wars between elite collectors, museums, and private investors, each willing to pay a fortune to own this piece of history. If you have this coin, you're not just rich, you're potentially set for life. The market for ultra-rare coins is hotter than ever, with prices soaring as demand outstrips supply. This isn't just a coin, it's a lottery ticket with a guaranteed jackpot. Why is this coin so valuable? Rarity alone doesn't explain its astronomical worth, it's the story behind it. The 1951 2 shillings represents the end of an era, a tangible relic of the British Empire's twilight. Its scarcity is compounded by the fact that most people don't even know it exists, meaning undiscovered specimens could still be out there, waiting to be found. The prestige of ownership and the life-changing payoff make this coin the ultimate numismatic prize. Numismatic trends show that rare coins are outperforming traditional investments, with prices doubling or tripling in recent years. The 1951 2 shillings without ironed imp is at the top of every collector's wish list, and its value is only going up. Auctions, private sales, and even online platforms could be your ticket to cashing in. Imagine the headlines when this coin hits the market. The frenzy would be unprecedented. If you've got one, now is the time to act. The longer you wait, the more its value could climb, but why wait when life-changing wealth is within reach? Stories of ordinary people striking it rich with rare coins are not just legends, they're real. From the 1933 Double Eagle to the 1913 Liberty Head, nickel coins have turned unsuspecting owners into millionaires overnight. The 1951 2 shillings without ironed imp belongs in that elite category. It's not a matter of if it will sell for millions, but when. The right buyer, the right auction, and the right moment could make you an instant billionaire. This isn't hype. This is the reality of the ultra-rare coin market. If you're watching this and own one, congratulations! Your life is about to change in ways you never thought possible. So, what's next? If you think you might have this coin, don't delay. Take action now. Research, authenticate, and prepare to enter a world of wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Share this video with anyone who might have a hidden treasure in their attic or coin collection. The 1951 2 shillings without ironed imp is more than money. It's a legacy, a story, and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Stay tuned, stay excited,
and most importantly, stay on the hunt. Your billionaire moment could be just one coin away.